So first off, tell me what you guys think about the Denali headlights. Just put them on. I still need to get bulbs. So interesting fact about Denali headlights, they take the 9005s for high and low instead of 9005 and 9006. So we gotta get bulbs. But anyway, I think it looks sick. But today's video is about installing these Kryptonite upper control arms on the Duramax. As you know, we leveled it out. We did the stage 1, so we got the Kryptonite torsion keys, the Kryptonite shock extenders. That's pretty much it. The front, or the upper control arms, are kind of maxed out. So Kryptonite makes a very, very strong upper control arm that fixes the angle. And have new bump stops, stronger ball joints, new ball joints, greasable fittings up here. Some instructions that I just glanced over. I mean, pretty much bolt on. These are side specific. The logo needs to go forward, but other than that, get the old ones out, put the new ones in. Let's get going. In my glancing of the instructions, read that these need to go right there. So we'll do that real quick before we put them on. And these are just, they're washers, but they call them spacers because they give you a torque spec on the castle nut. So if the hole doesn't line up for your cotter pin to go through, you can throw a washer in there and torque it down again. Most people usually just tighten it down till they think it's tight enough, and then go just a little bit further till the hole lines up. Do what you want, but that's what they're for. Now when you're to this point, what we're going to do is take the jack, we're going to support the lower control arm so this doesn't fall down. There's already a lot of weight off of it. We got to get this out before we do that. That's nice. So disconnect this, take that out, take that off, and loosen. This is probably easy for me because I had to break this loose when I did the leveling kit. I back it all the way off, so you clean the threads off, put it back on just to where you can't see the end, and then you whack this, it'll fall, and you can get it out. Got the upper out. Gonna clean up the insides of there. I marked them. I know it's definitely gonna need an alignment after this. I just want to get them close to the same spot. And then once we get aligned, we'll go over it with some paint. Now we don't see those white marks anymore. Now this would be a good time to paint the inside of your frame if you want to. I want to, but I didn't clean it, so I'm not going to. I'm gonna do it later. We gotta go ahead and clean up anything down here. I went ahead and disconnected all this just in case it were to fall. There's slack in it, didn't get tight and rip or anything. Now we'll get the Kryptonite upper in. See if I can do this one-handed. Nope, I can't. Damn, that looks good. Little upset that this, the decal, this plate's like aluminum decal, so it's like it bends and it creases and it won't go back to shape. But right out of the box. See if I get a hold of them, see if they can send me another one. But not a huge deal, but for as much as these are, I would like to see these, hold up a little longer than that. I haven't even washed them yet. But I realized I did make a mistake. The fittings, I thought we had more room, we don't. So definitely need to point those out. That is my bad. But yeah, I learned from my mistakes. Need to be pointing straight towards you. And that is that. I could not get these ones lined back up. I'm guessing because there's a little bit different geometry between these. But we'll take it to a shop and have a professional align it. One trip in a town won't kill it. If it's really bad, if I like making a mile down the road and it's howling like crazy, I'll probably trailer it. But I don't think it's gonna be too terrible. Damn, how good do those look? I did not get the Kryptonite cam kit or whatever. I didn't really see a reason to. These work just fine. And they're not, mine aren't rusted out. Here in Nevada, we don't salt the roads. We do put a solution down in the winter time. It doesn't rust nearly as bad as places that just use salt. So, looks pretty good. So next we need to get some tie rods, the steering components, pitman arm, idler arm bracket, the brace. But if these aren't bad, I might just, I don't know. I want to get it aligned as soon as possible so I can drive it, but I'd rather do it all at once. You know, at least get the tie rods done. Don't want to align it again just because I changed tie rods out. Anyway, same side is the same process. So I'll get the other side done, we'll set it down and see how she looks. Another thing worth mentioning is the position of the ball joint. I've always wondered why some people put them, below this. Some people put them above it. You can drop it down, so there's a 1/4 inch difference here. Through the instructions, it says that if you are level to 4 inches, 4-inch lift, you want it down below. Anything above that, you put the ball joint up top. That way it keeps the angle right, I guess. Someone smarter than me designed this, so I'm just gonna do what they said. I like this better anyway because it's pushing up. I'd rather be pushing against the entire control arm than just these 4 bolts. I've never heard of anyone actually snapping these and like having a problem, but I just feel better about this. Another thing that I don't really like about this is your brake line. It goes there where they say to use a zip tie. I really don't like that. So what I did, the factory control arm has it's threaded for this bolt. I just found a nut that fits the back side. I'm just gonna bolt it on like that. Maybe zip, I don't know, this guy. I prefer this to go underneath, that way you don't see it. It looks a little cleaner. But you definitely got to make sure it doesn't pinch anywhere. I mean, it's just ABS, so it's not a huge deal. It's not like you're gonna blow up and die if this gets pinched. Definitely make sure your brake line's okay. I think it's a good idea that they lower this down, because on the factory control arm when you're level it's kind of tight. So now it's not. But yeah, like I said, just get a nut that fits this bolt. Tighten it down. I'm really digging how this thing is turning out. Those look sick. So now we're going to align, like I said. I might back the torsion bars down a little bit. I don't mind trimming a little. Right now I don't have to. It turns free and clear. But I think the front's a little higher than the back, and I don't like that. So we're gonna get it on some level ground and measure, but that's kind of boring, so I won't film that. I did end up getting tint. I don't know if you guys saw the video or not, but looks so much better. It's little things and like putting LEDs and everything. Alright, so comment below, tell me what you think about the upper control arms. It actually took a lot less time than I thought it was going to. I planned like half the day and it only took like an hour or two. And that's not bad at all. I feel a lot better about not having these guys in there. Not only are they old, the bushings are old. They were not in as bad shape as some I've seen. Some people have like, that much play in theirs. Mine were pretty okay. I don't know. Ball joint hadn't given out yet, but we were asking a lot of it. And it was riding almost maxed out. Whole bunch of factory parts. I ended up finding the charcoal center console. These things are pretty expensive. I ended up finding a guy locally who wanted to trade for a cam, so I traded him. You guys remember I want to do the dark interior swap in my truck, so this is the first piece to that. But I ordered some sound deadening. I'm going to get a new carpet, do it all at once, take everything out, lay sound deadening down, put the new carpet in, put this in. You'll take the seats out to get to this, and then we'll go from there, by little by little. I don't mind having it like two-tone for a while until I get all the pieces, but it'd be kind of cool to check out. I gutted it, took all the Bose stuff out because I'm going to go with a different aftermarket sound system. So weight reduction. Thank you again for stopping in. Check me out on Instagram's endlesswishlist_. I know Kryptonite is only one of the brands you can go with. Cognito is another very good brand. My friend Greg, who has a Duramax, has Cognito. So I guess we'll do a video comparing the two. We'll get the trucks side by side. His truck's definitely cooler than mine, but I'm getting there. Tell me what you guys think we should do next. Once it warms up, I want to get rid of all the side molding. And you get the dual function running lights, turn signals going. Right now they just function as turn signals. These trucks never came with running lights in the tow mirrors. Definitely got a lot of stuff coming, guys. Like I said, check me out and subscribe here and give me help me out, give me a like. Thanks again, take care. I'll see you guys next time.